Hi, the date is the 8th of July, 2026, and it's really windy today out here on the beach, so I hope this fluffy thing on the microphone works. But I wanted to talk about, I have been trying to not feel my emotions and silence my mind, and it has affected my life in like such a negative way. I have not been sleeping. I've been avoiding feeling like I'm either always listening to music, on my phone, doing something. And when I have those moments where it's leading up to for me to be alone with my thoughts or just alone with myself where I'd have to process my emotions, I'll distract myself by going on social media or watching a movie, or again listening to music, like anything to avoid actually feeling my feelings. And it needs to stop because I need sleep and I need my mind to work. And it works both ways because I will not get sleep, so my mind won't work. So it's easier to tire out my mind. And so I can just mindlessly go about doing my job and living my life and avoiding actually feeling what I should be feeling. And this is kind of just me confronting that and talking about how I'm going to move forward, because I can't go on not feeling my emotions. I need to process them, and it sucks because I grew up in a healthy environment where I was told I need to process my emotions, so I understand it logically. But then I ask myself, like, why can't I lay in bed at night? Why can't I just lay there and be with my thoughts, be with my feelings? It's because I don't want to process my emotions. Even though I know it's healthy and I know I should, I just don't do it. And instead, I'll tire out my mind by doing all these things and just destroy it. And it's taking a toll on my health, on my just general state of living, state of being, and it's not good. So this video, I'm a little bit out of it because of course I haven't gotten sleep in like 2 days and just been on my phone and watching movies and listening to loud music, just avoiding everything. But I wanted to talk about if anyone else is feeling this, if anyone else, so there's this feeling where it's like you're around other people and you're just mindlessly interacting with them, waiting for the interaction to end. And then when you're alone, you're either finding the next thing you're going to do or finding people again. So you're doing something just for the mindless sake of doing it. And then once you're not doing something, you start looking for something to do. You don't want to let your brain rest. And yeah, and it's something I see in a lot of people. Now that I'm actually feeling it, I see that in a lot of people. And so I wanted to make a video talking about it and kind of, you just gotta feel. You just gotta feel your emotions. You just gotta process that. And so for the next few days, I'm gonna spend time just alone with myself, whether that's laying in bed or meditating or just being with myself and trying to not only accept my emotions, but feel them. If I'm feeling upset, I just need to feel that because it's an emotion. It'll go away over time. And I don't want to say I live very fast, but you can see these videos where I'm going through these kind of, I guess you could say life-changing realizations. They happen within like a week span. And so when you're living like that, emotions feel like they will last forever. It feels like, I'm going to be unhappy forever, or I'm going to feel unsuccessful forever. But you just have to feel them. And it sucks feeling them, but the big takeaway is knowing that they will go away and you will feel better. But if you don't feel them, you'll just stay stuck in the same patterns and you will suffer. That is literally suffering. You know, bad things can happen, but you can learn from those bad things. But if you're genuinely avoiding growth that you need, the kind of growth you need, it will impact your life. And that's what I've been, I guess, complaining about, is how it's impacted my life. You know, no sleep. I couldn't even, no motivation either. I couldn't even get up and take a shower this morning. So I'm like, I'm not doing anything productive. And then I'm making excuses not to sleep. Oh, I've had a hard day, I can watch YouTube. Well, maybe I'm having hard days because I'm not sleeping, because I'm watching YouTube, you know? But yeah, so I've been trying to kind of destroy my mind because I don't want to feel my stuff and go through it. But this is kind of like my accepting that I do need to actually feel through my emotions, and whether good or bad, and just feel them. But yeah, that's kind of the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I know it's not the most articulate video I've ever made, especially when I'm tired, but again, I make these videos while I'm going through the stuff. You know, it's easy to think back and make an educated guess with confirmation bias on what solved your issue, but I think when you make the video, or when you talk about the issue when you're actually feeling it, it is so much more productive, especially if someone else is feeling it. Because if I'm talking about this after the fact I've felt it, then someone who is actually feeling it, who needs help with it, will come and watch my video, and then they'll see that I've completed. They won't relate to it. But I guess it's an interesting theory, but because I feel so rough, and that kind of translates through the camera, when I make the videos talking about, you know, how I solved it, or how I'm fixing this problem, then it's more applicable. You can really integrate it into your life more, the solution, instead of just go do these 10 habits and it'll fix everything. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys.